Unfortunately, I have noted there's been quite a bit of misinformation whenever the topic of affirmative action is brought up. So I want to frame our conversation today in some basic facts. According to data provided by Caltrans, during the 1980s and early 90s, when equal opportunity programs were widely utilized, awards to businesses owned by people of color and women rose to a high of 28% in 1994. Following the passage of Prop 209, awards fell to under 10% by 1998 and have never recovered. A disparity study published in 2007 was assessed to compare the rates of disparity for federal and state Caltrans awards. Given that Caltrans still manages a federal equal opportunity program, you would expect a modest disparity between the two programs. In actuality, the disparity rate between the two programs is 2 to 3 times higher for state awards. Colleagues, there is clearly reduced opportunity for people of color and women-owned businesses that, through the data, can be directly attributed to the passage of Prop 209. The disparities are felt even deeper in higher education, particularly the UC system. According to the data from the Education Trust West, in 2018-19, the 12th grade enrollment of Black and Latinx students were 6% and 53% respectively. Yet the UC new freshman enrollment for the fall of 2019 was 4% Black and 25% Latinx, a stark difference. As you go back year by year, you see a similar trend that is traced back to the years following passage of Prop 209. In fact, those numbers in 2019 are up significantly from the first decade after the passage in 209, when those numbers were half what they are today. Again, in order to bracket our discussion of ACA 5, I want us to be very clear about the context of its necessity. For nearly 25 years, Proposition 209 has blinded our laws and institutions to the barriers faced by women and people of color. Not a colorblind society, because we don't live in one. The collective actions we have seen around the world represent an urgent call for systemic change. And it's time for a new generation of California voters to stand up and opine on their perspective on what's fair and just and what equity looks like from their perspective. We cannot solve problems we choose not to see. I strongly urge your support for ACA 5.